Season 9 has begun, and we started with two crazy girls, two magic girls, and a fight that's sure to take our breath away. Let's face our fears. Wait, hold on. There we go. Let's face our fears on today's episode of BrobusCast Death Battle Edition, episode 50. Yeah.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of BrobusCast. It's episode 50! I'm host Brobuscus. With me today is ZDogg.
Holy crap, we have a face since when?
And Richard.
Whoa.
Fuck it! We'll do it live! Hi, everybody.
On the backdrop is probably ZDogg over here and Richard down here.
Whatever.
Well, I was pointing at my screen. It's fine.
We're on the screen, that's what matters.
We're like the Brady Bunch. Holy shit,
Look, we never claimed to be professional, okay?
No. But
fact,
I
we're
try to
going
be.
That's
In
part
fact,
of the
we've
fun
claimed
here.
just the opposite, actually.
Yes,
Exactly.
in fact, fun fact, this is actually our fourth take, so,
Yeah.
that just proves
Whoops.
it.
Oh my god. Yeah. You know what? That's part of the fun here. We just rolling with it. Even when it's
Yeah,
not professional.
well, at least we're not like the lads where we're doing this live streaming, so then it would be really difficult.
Oh gosh.
I mean, we did do that once.
Imagine this live.
I mean, we can do that once, but
Yeah.
maybe when my PC doesn't do this.
Yes.
yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
Alright.
And,
So I guess
So that probably explains all of this, really.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
I'm in an
So,
echo
yeah.
chamber.
yes,
Yeah.
and, we are a couple episodes late, but, there's a reason for that.
Nah, you can blame me.
No,
Alright, so
it's not your fault.
I mean, it kind of is. Okay, so basically, quick update. So after
We don't need to blame you. We don't need to throw the blame around.
Exactly.
I know I do want to explain myself a little though. So basically, after we recorded the our original discussion of the episode, I just needed to step away from everything from my main account because I was getting a little too mentally. It was kind of like there was too much. I just needed to step away from it all. And I wasn't able to, I didn't even focus on the discussion because I just needed a break from it all. I am doing better now, so that's good. Yay. So, yeah, that is why, if you were curious why we didn't get it between the previous two episodes, I'm sorry, but I'll do better.
It's okay.
So.
Oh boy.
I know, you guys don't. I feel like I'm the one who I'm the one who blames myself the most because of course I do. Oh well. We're humans, we
This is
make-
going through. Okay, there we go.
All right.
I was gonna say, if this is going through, I don't know why, but my internet's being kind of a piece of crap, so...
Oh great. Dear gosh.
So it means time is limited, so we
My
must...
internet is wanting to fight me.
Oh,
I am
dear.
trying to win, and it is not working.
Oh
So if
boy.
I freeze or if I act like if I act like disappointed, it's not anybody's fault. My phone is just
Alright.
struggling right now.
Yes, and, I'm recording this, and ZDogg's editing.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
I will say, I don't know if ZDogg said it because he was frozen for me. But our last discussion
Yeah,
was
I
kind of
did.
rough anyway. So
Oh yeah. That too. Like, it was kind of just like we sped run it in a way. Partly because of Well, probably because the next time was just so confusing outcome-wise.
Yeah, like, it wasn't good. It wasn't our best, so I'm kind of glad that we're redoing this.
Yeah,
a
it
bit
kind
of
of
a
stumbled through it.
Yeah, a bit of a blessing in disguise. So.
Yes. But, okay, so we have not one, not two, but 3 episodes to talk about. So we're going to go through these in rapid succession.
Yeah.
Alright. Season premiere, Harley vs. Jinx.
Yeah. And, yeah.
It's grown on me.
Yeah, I really like it.
It's good.
Yes.
I think this is really good.
Yes. I was a little underwhelmed by it when I first saw it, but then the more I watched it, and I just let my brain just accept that, look, this is not the layered, complex episodes premiere that I usually like, and it's kind of unprofessional of me to expect this to be anything but popcorn action, so I like this episode very much now.
Yeah, it's a really fun episode. It has a lot of fun with itself, which I think is good, especially considering the characters.
Yes.
So yeah.
And and the greater moral of this episode is get your asses off the couch and watch Arcane.
Yes.
Honestly, yeah.
It's good.
We can all collectively agree.
Yes.
Watch Arcane.
Yeah.
Yes, please
Watch
watch
Arcane.
Arcane.
Yeah, I'm really glad I got you to do that before the episode actually came out.
I find it funny how we all got equally invested into it right
Yes.
after we all watched Arcane before the episode aired.
Yes, and we're all like, holy shit, this is great.
Yeah, gosh, I knew Arcane was gonna be good because I've heard so many good things about it, but
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
it's insane. Like literally the 3rd episode, I was like, "What is this show?"
Right in the heart, man. But this episode was also equally insane. It's the first episode to use both Blender and Unreal together. So we got the dad team teaming up with the Rooster Teeth team. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And made for a good combination, I'd say.
Yes.
Yeah. Although first and foremost, I guess we should address a bit of an elephant in the room.
We were wrong.
We were wrong.
We were wrong. Well, wait.
Yeah.
I actually went for Jinx, so no, I wasn't wrong. What am I talking about?
Okay, but there's no public recording of that, so your opinion is invalid.
Yeah, basically just
fair
in
enough.
general, our entire podcast when we did the Ideal Season 9 or whatever that video. The Season 9 video.
It was our prediction on the tease characters.
Yeah.
I especially was like, yo, guys, Harley wins. She so wins, and she doesn't win.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, I was kind of mixed on who would win, so it wasn't until I watched Arcane that just gave me a massive boost for Jinx to want to win.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I've heard a lot more defending of Jinx at the time, so I just decided to swap sides. I wasn't 100% confident, but she won, so good.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jinx more anyway, so like.
Yeah, but
either way, it's a win for me. Like, either A, the character I like more wins, or B, the character I think is gonna win. So.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Again, my relationship with Harley is complicated. The only thing I like her in is her own animated series, which which ZDogg got somewhat into. Brobuscus still hasn't.
I got 2 episodes in.
Yeah, no. Damn you. But anyway, so I was kind of just mixed on who I wanted to win. But again, after Arcane, I was like, okay, I want Jinx to win. And she did win, so that's my first win of the season.
I mean, I still haven't played League of Legends.
Oh, I'm never playing League of Legends.
I still probably never will play League of Legends because
Sorry.
I'm not in the mobile.
I'll take
it's probably gonna be.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's probably gonna be one of those games where I like the characters, I don't want to get into the game. Like,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So,
I'll take supplementary material over actually playing the game. That's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry if you play League of Legends, though. No offense, yeah.
No. Well, let me put that out there. Like, if you play League of Legends and you like it, then just keep playing. Don't let us.
Yeah, no.
Like, don't play League of Legends. I'm not even saying like I don't want to play League of Legends because I think it's a bad game. I'm just not into MOBAs.
Yeah, no.
That's not my thing.
Yeah, no. But this episode was. This season premiere was good. I've kind of gone back and forth on whether or not I want to place it in the number 2 slots. For me,
well, when we get to the next episode, that'll be another discussion entirely.
Oh yeah, no, but I like it. It's not Yoda versus King Mickey, but I think it's much better, in my opinion, than Dante versus Bayonetta. Feel free to disagree with me on that, but that's my opinion.
I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
I'll probably still say Dante versus Bayonetta because I'm biased with Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, this episode was like I said this in our botched recording, but I literally my exact quote was, "Who sold their souls to make this?"
It's true because holy
crap,
every frame is fan-fucking-tastic. Billy knocked it out of the park, and this is something Brobuscus brought up in the original recording. The difference between having Billy on and somebody else on is Billy's an actual animator, so he has a really good eye for the animation in this episode, and it's beautiful.
Like, I mean, I say that, but I don't want that to be like discrediting towards the other directors.
No.
Because like Ben has been doing this for 10 years now, and Liam being a researcher as well means we get more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like Billy being director definitely helps the visuals because this is. I've seen a lot of reviews say this, and I'm gonna have to agree. This is probably one of the best fights Death Metal has done on a visual front.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because like not only do the models look great, but the set as well. Holy crap, this set!
Yep.
Yes,
Yep,
it blows.
It looks really good. It's really colorful.
Yes.
Pop. So.
Very vibrant. It blows. We mentioned this in the original recording. As another thing that we mentioned is this completely blows Akuma versus Shao Kahn's setting out of the fucking water.
Oh yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
I mean, the hurdle is as tall as a pebble, so I mean,
yeah.
No. Yeah. And again, it's like maybe this is just a benefit of having 2 teams work on this instead of the one, because again, there was no jank. Still to this day, when I rewatch this fight, I'm like, God dang, I can't spot any jank in the animation. Like maybe something little, but nothing too noticeable.
There was one time, this was weeks ago. There was a moment where I was like, I'm gonna specifically look for issues, and I couldn't find much.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I mean, like the skipping animation was a little off, but that's like at the beginning. That's before they even start fighting.
Yeah, and the hammer disappearing in the air, and then Harley just magically has it back. That was a little weird. I
mean, she does catch it.
Yeah.
It's still falling. She just catches it.
Yeah.
It's not like she just has it, but yeah, I can agree. Like it's in the air for a little while.
Yeah.
But that's like at that point that you're like. At that point, you're asking for complaints at this point.
Yeah, no. It is. This is probably already... we're off to a great start with the 3D animations, and I really hope that they continue that. Because, again, it's like, I feel like if you want to have the best quality possible, maybe have these 2 teams work together more often, because it creates something really beautiful.
I think that's what they're going for, because they mentioned last season that... the sprite fights at least are going to have Unreal backgrounds throughout the entire season, and that continues into this season. We'll get to that later, but I guess this time they just wanted. I guess this time they were like, all right. I wonder how much Akuma versus Shao Kahn actually had an impact on that, because I'm thinking like maybe like they were like, okay, we hear you, we heard that we heard the complaints on this one, so we're gonna bring them in to work on to animate it like they usually do, but this time we're doing the background, and we're doing the effects, and we're doing the viz post and all that stuff.
Yeah, and Billy was the one who actually created the Harley model from scratch, so that's even more nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Turns out.
They also created the set mostly from scratch.
Which is good.
And here, I don't want to get too far into it because I'm the only one, but if you're a member, if you're subscribed to their new membership,
Lucky.
they actually shut it. They actually they posted a video of like a zoom throughout the they basically were showing off the set in full. There was one moment I don't want to get too far into it because I don't feel entirely comfortable talking about like tiny details about what they post behind their membership is by their membership.
Yeah.
But there's one point during that mirror maze, the shots panning through it, and you could just see Harley and Jinx T-posing.
Yeah, that's great. Gosh.
Like they're just staring at each other, T-posing.
Yeah.
Gosh.
The membership is so good. I don't want to get. I also don't want to talk about it too much because it's not relevant, and I'm the only one who can say anything. But I highly recommend it. It's really cool. Anyways.
Yeah.
Well, I guess no. I want to talk about the roller coaster first. I was going to talk about the mirror maze, but I want to talk about the roller coaster first. Because, well, first off, Harley having that teleportation device as like a Nintendo Switch was really neat. But then they're teleporting through like different dimensions. We see a futuristic city that's not really a reference to much. A lot of people thought it was a reference to Cable vs. Booster Gold, but it's not. Yeah, I don't know why either. But
I mean, I guess I can kind of see it, but
I mean, we do see a flying cart, whatever.
yeah, fair.
I took it as more of like the flying cart was kind of getting in the way of things, but I kind of took it as like a reference to Zon from Arcane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the flying car ruins it, but because they don't have that. But
No.
I digress. You get a center thing that was funny. But not only that, but we also get a cameo from, of all fights, Blake versus Mikasa.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, I'm not complaining. You won't hear me complain about that, but at the same time, why?
Yeah.
Of all fights?
Yeah. It was cool to see, so I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, true. And we do see Blake and Mikasa in the background ever so slightly.
Yeah.
So that was neat. Mate got more recognition for his fight, so you won't hear me complain. And then as they're flying off, like as the roller coaster's derailing, not only do we see a little like flying Popeye spinach can,
Yes.
but we also, I would never have noticed this. There's the Macho Man versus Kool-Aid Man compilation.
Yes.
Nice.
So many Easter eggs.
Yeah. Billy made that its entire point of that entire scene was to throw in as many Easter eggs as humanly possible. So that was neat. Yeah. And then the mirror maze. Oh my gosh, the mirror maze.
It was so cool.
It was very
good.
well done.
Yeah, I think just the extra little details of like arcane or
Yeah, the arcane style effects.
Yeah.
You buy in a mirror.
Yeah,
but
the Harley running through the mirror, like one of those projections where you would play it and then
Yeah.
I'm all,
yeah, so cool. It's such a cool scene.
yeah, and then of course which culminated in the end death, which was a giant callback / reference to ironically Joker versus Sweet Tooth, and just kind of them debunking themselves in a funny way. It's like, don't you want
Joker versus Sweet Tooth, how it should have ended.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, not really, because Joker probably wins anyway. But like, in that specific situation, I feel like it's gonna work. But
no, but either way, it was very nice, and it was all very well done. Like this animation is so fucking good, and I want more of this.
Yeah. One little detail I do want to point out, because I don't see as many people talking about it, when Jinx catches the hammer, and she uses the Quicksilver sash, her eyes turn from blue. A split second, and that's actually a reference to Powder.
Yes.
Like Powder's kind of coming back for a little bit.
Oh.
That's good.
That's awesome.
So, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess this is really just one of those fights where it's like, there's not a lot to say, but just in general, it's just fun.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. It's a really fun watch.
It is. Like, the animation is good. Voice acting is very good. Big shout out to Lauren, who provided the voice of Harley Quinn, doing a much more better, subtle, subdued Tara Strong impersonation, in my opinion.
Lauren's actor. It's Felicia Valenti this time.
Felicia.
And then Elsie Lovelock as Jinx.
Yes, welcome back.
She's back. I heard her name dropped on cast. Like I literally, so I watched the cast where they announced the fight, and then I had to go to work. So I was like, throughout the entire time I was watching, I was like, please reveal this thing to me as soon as possible. And then they did, and then they dropped the voice actors, and I missed Felicia's name for a bit. Like, I wasn't quite sure I didn't quite remember what they were saying. And then I heard Ben say Elsie Lovelock was Jinx, and I was like, oh, hey!
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, she's really good, honestly.
She is, yeah.
Yeah. She's very good. It was great hearing her back. This we kind of don't get that much to dive into this episode. It's just a watch it, have a good time, and that's it. Although there are two interesting things that kind of now happen in this fight, not in the animation, but in the analysis, that kind of have to carry over in future episodes.
Yep.
Surprise cameo from Ringmaster.
Yes. Well, that, and we get the return of the stats from season 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the end screen. They bring back the end screens from.
Yeah. I really like that inclusion.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really nice to see back, and
yes.
I forget where he said. I'm sure you guys will know, but I think I know one of the reasons they said was reactors to like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
More easily understand,
yes,
digest why. So, which is really nice, but I don't know, just nice to see that. Nice to see that back after what?
It's almost been
10 years.
I think the last one to do it, and I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure the last fight to do it was Wolverine versus Raiden.
You are correct. It was Wolverine versus Raiden.
Yeah. So. Gosh.
Yeah, that was 6 years ago.
Dude, I know. I don't know when or how or why, but eventually we need to do a discussion on that episode because holy crap.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure we will
But
eventually.
anyways.
Yeah. And then the second thing that gets brought back, that actually gets not brought back, added, and this is kind of a detriment, is we have no more end clips.
Oh yeah.
It was.
Screw you, copyright laws!
Yes, as Brobuscus has elegantly put it, blame Saitama versus Popeye because
basically, because not like both of them had to get snuffed out.
They've been having trouble with it for years, but I think Saitama was kind of like the nail in the coffin, if you will.
Yeah.
Like at that point, and they said this. I forget if they said this on Cast or if they said it in their they have on their membership. They have like a fireside chat where it's literally just a chill stream. And they said it on either that or on Cast. They said like they tried to make it work. They've been suffering problems with it for ages, so and they just couldn't find a way to do it without suffering the wrath of copyright.
Yeah,
which I mean, it sucks, but like, but what are you gonna do? I do hope like they do eventually like manage a way to bring them back. I don't know how.
Yeah. Like
maybe.
Even if it was just on Rooster Teeth's website, I think that'd be nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
I know some people said like, well, what if you did it for one character and not the other? But I'm like, that's not fair.
No, it's really not.
That's really lost. Like, I know, like, it. I mean, I guess it's just. It would be like if like you had like music from one side of the series, like for analysis, and like not the other. It's imbalance. Like,
yeah,
you don't do that, and I don't know.
No. I'll get used to it.
Honestly, that's exactly it. I think it's yet another example of something that gets removed from the show, and everyone makes a big freaking deal about it, like it's gonna like ruin the show or something. It's just like I mean, I'll miss them, and I wish they were still around. But like at the end of the day, they're 5 seconds. It's another 5-second clip.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I still think they should be included because it's like it's a good way to like cap off the analysis. But like, I get it.
Yeah, again, like I will miss them. I'm not saying like I'm not saying it doesn't suck that they're gone. I'm just saying just stop making a big deal out of everything.
Yeah.
I don't want to name drop any people because I'm not a douchebag, but at the same time, like, like I saw someone on a Discord server like talk about the removal of the questions. Like, wow, they're really they're like they're doing everything they can to make the show worse. And I'm like, okay, listen here, buddy.
Okay, yeah, that is a little too far. Like, it's not gonna ruin the show.
No, it's not.
It's gonna be a little empty for a while until we get used to it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there'll be 1,000 fans that'll make their own transition clips. In spite of them. Maybe me, but we'll see.
Funny you say transition.
Oh yeah.
Because now we must talk about the second episode.
Oh wait, there's one more thing we should probably dwell on before that. The track, since we can actually listen to it now.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to forget about this since we can actually listen to it. We actually.
Soundtrack? You guys spoke for me again. Talk about the soundtrack. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Bad Luck Ryan.
It's a bop. No, it's real.
I'm kind of the odd one out here. I think it's better when it's in the episode itself. I'm not saying I'm not a fan of it on its own. It's just, to me, it fits better in the episode. But I do appreciate. I do appreciate it. I like it. It's just I don't like it as much on its own as I do in the actual episode.
That's fair.
I guess it's fair.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't agree, but it's fair.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Before we actually do move on, can we actually spend some time to talk about Ringmaster?
Yes, he got his time to shine.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah, they're doing a whole. I mean, this seems to be a regular thing with what the next episode has and what they've said on commentaries. They're bringing in more characters from Death Battle's lore.
Yay.
Huzzah.
That's good to see.
Um,
I really like that inclusion. Just builds more of the characters. We get to see a lot of them more. So.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, like it's a touch jarring in Harley, so it's like not that big a deal.
No.
But they use him in Jinx's analysis perfectly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually funny that that the character is such a big League of Legends fan, because the guy himself, Billy, was actually rooting for Harley going into it. So, yeah.
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 I don't think there's. Oh, did we mention that this episode is written by Ultra?
No.
No.
This
Okay.
episode
This episode's written by Ultra. First script he's done since what? Venom versus Krona.
Oh dear God.
It's a long time.
Oh my. Yeah.
Anybody else notice that he didn't do a single episode in season 8? No, just me. All right, cool.
Oh no. Good to see him back though. So.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. And I mean, overall, I think it was good. I found, I'm sure everyone else will agree, I found like the structuring of Jinx's analysis a little weird, like how like they kind of flip flopped between like.
I mean, I
get like I didn't mind it that much. I just found it a little weird, and I know someone
they were writing it as like they were going through Jinx's story as we learned it. So like they started with just League of Legends, and then they went into Arcane later. Although funnily enough, I don't know if I mentioned this in our not recording, but this episode was being written as Arcane was coming out.
Oh wow,
that's nice.
So they are really lucky that Arcane came out when it did.
Oh yeah.
For real.
I mean, I think Jinx would have won anyway because.
Probably.
Yeah, but because all the feats they mentioned for her are from League of Legends, not Arcane. All Arcane really did was like really emphasize a lot of stuff, and give Jinx a backstory.
Which ironically matches up with Harley decent well. So what do you know? Whoa. So that's neat. All right then.
Yeah,
and that was Harley Quinn.
Okay.
So, you want another DC character now? No? Good, because here's another DC character.
Anyway. Oh well, deal with it.
The difference is presentation.
I would say backwards with
Zatanna, Zatanna. That's not how you actually say it, but I don't care.
Zatanna versus Witch Scarlet.
Wanda.
Smack off Wanda. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. All right, Scarlet versus Zatanna.
Our first sprite fight of season 9.
Our first Marvel versus DC fight. This is actually our first Marvel versus DC fight since Batman versus Iron Man.
Cool.
Which is weird to say because that episode is almost a year old now.
Is it? It only came out in September, so.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, time is just a non-concept at this point.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, and also a bit of a fun thing. The first time we have two female fights in a row. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
What on God's green earth is this fight? I just have to ask.
I don't know. It's.
I was super confused. I was super curious what was going on, and I gotta tell you, I loved every single second of it.
There was some confusing parts, but I'll get into those later. But okay, so yeah, this episode is very, very good. Only two problems I have with it. The first one is the kind of beginning, but that involves the animation, and there's something else that involves the death. But other than that, I think this episode is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. Cool. So.
I will forever appreciate this episode for giving us the conclusive answer of who the crap wins this fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because throughout how long has it been? Like 3 months, 4 months since Saitama Popeye.
Yes.
Ever since then, ever since we saw Scarlet Witch in that teaser, we all knew it was going to be Zatanna.
Yeah.
Like, that's just kind of obvious.
Yeah.
But what we didn't know is who's winning, because we had no idea.
No. Although publicly, I did say this, and Mate even wanted to know. I was hesitant on Scarlet Witch. Everybody else was on Scarlet Witch's side, but I was hesitant. I did say that she could win, but there was still something in me that was sticking with Zatanna, so that's who I went with.
I mean, I put Zatanna on the Roots bet thing I did. I wasn't confident at all. I don't even wait. Why did I even put her? Oh well, I got it right. Because like I had no clue.
Don't ask questions.
The consensus. I'm pretty. Well, okay. From what I heard, a lot of people were saying Wanda won, but I just didn't know for sure.
I think the thing that not everybody took into a factor was Wanda's mental instability.
One goes insane and the other doesn't. That is literally all it came down to.
Yes, yes, it did. So yeah,
which is that's actually very interesting because like normally you'd look at a certain fight and you'd be like, okay, so this person's more powerful and faster. This person's got better abilities, blah 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 blah, probably better experience. Blah blah blah. All right, go. This time was like no, they are both stupid. They're both just absurd.
Yeah, so it really came down to weaknesses, and Zatanna doesn't have any physical or mental weakness, so that just leaves Wanda.
Well, I mean, she does have a complex. She does have a confidence complex, but
yeah, but that's something that's not very exploitable in a fight.
No, it's not.
You know, and she's also on and off again with John Constantine.
Yeah, well.
Side note: John Constantine needs to be in Death Battle next.
Well, there is a matchup for him.
Yeah.
There is a prediction log on that note. So.
Yeah.
So you know, the saying Death Battle.
Come on.
Constantine versus Rhino is right there. I'm not even that interested in it because I don't know anything about Rhino. But like,
yeah, I mean it's pretty cool. So
go with it. To get Constantine in, I don't freaking care.
Yeah, no, I want him in. Like, just so people can now say experience.
As long as it's not Hellboy.
As long as it's not Hellboy, no.
As long as it's not freaking Hellboy, I don't understand that matchup at all.
I don't either. But yeah. Okay. Analysis. It was pretty cool.
Jocelyn!
Yes, Jocelyn makes an appearance in this.
You'll love to see it.
Continuing what Brobuscus just said, we are going to get the other Death Battle members in here, and I'm happy it's Jocelyn.
I want as much as Jocelyn as humanly possible. I'm not even a big fan of Death Battle. It's not like for me. But at the same time, like Jocelyn is such a charming character that I don't care. I'm
a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of Death Battle. I was so sad when the show got canceled, so it made me happy seeing Jocelyn back. I'll take more Jocelyn over the fucking dummy robot any day of the week. That's just me. I don't get.
I mean, on one hand, I agree with you, but on the other hand, I want more dummy.
I do not.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have too terribly invested in Desk of Death Battle, but like just seeing her in like that GBS finale after a long time, which is like it was so good to see, and just I'm glad like they're not just she's here, okay, we're forgetting about her for another how many years?
Yeah, no.
No, she's in the episode. Then
About time.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
About time.
Her role in this episode makes so much sense. Because,
Oh yeah.
Because Desk of Death Battle, their entire point was that she was the sole researcher. She is the embodiment. She is the cartoon embodiment of the research team.
Yes. Yes. She researches the facts that nobody wants to.
Yeah. So for her to be as involved as she was, I'm honestly surprised she wasn't even more involved.
Yeah, like kind of like a co-host, like that would have been nice. But I get it, I understand. You know, like you have to keep it between Wiz and Boomstick. Just saying.
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm not saying she steals the spotlight. I'm just saying like
she's the MVP of the analysis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that I'm kind of curious on is why did and this goes for Ringmaster too. Why is it that when one of the extra characters show up, one of the two hosts just vanish?
Yeah, like Dummy vanishes. He's not seen in any of these 2 episodes.
No. But I mean, like, let's go back to Harley vs. Jinx for a second. Like in Harley's analysis, when Ringmaster shows up, Wiz is just completely absent.
Yeah.
Like, where the heck did he go?
Because they don't have enough in the budget to have all 3 of them on screen together. It's just not possible.
I mean, that's fair.
But still kind of disappointing.
Yeah, no, it is.
From a writing perspective, it makes no sense. Whatever. Again, doesn't matter.
But,
yeah.
No. This was...
I don't know. I mean, that was neat. Gerardo pops off the edit again.
That he does.
And yeah, not much to say.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about this freaking fight, because what the heck is this fight?
Okay, the more I've watched this fight, the more I really, really like it. But...
So, I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I watched this fight, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. And I still do. But I thought... I know the community. Or at least I thought I did. So I thought, when I was watching it, I was like, alright, so this is a Marvel versus DC fight, so chances are is that I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to really enjoy it, and then I'm going to look into spoiler chats and see everyone crap all over it. Or, alternatively, if you do what you could pull Lex versus Doom, and start by having everyone be like, yeah, this fight's really great, and then later everyone's like, I mean, this fight's just kind of okay. Look, all I'm saying is that the responses to Lex versus Doom are kind of sus.
Yeah.
Fair.
Because everyone was super into it when I was looking at discussions, and then like a few days later to a week later, everyone was like,
Yeah.
Whoops. Oh well.
But thankfully that didn't happen with this one, I would imagine.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of positive stuff for it, so that's good.
It seems like everyone's still really into it. So,
yeah,
that's good.
The only thing I think is the main consensus is this feels like a diet version of Dr. Fate versus Doctor Strange. It doesn't go that all out, and there are some things that it either does better than its predecessor, or it doesn't do better. So really, it's kind of like a toss-up. You can either like this, but enjoy Fate v Strange more.
You guys are frozen for me, just keep talking.
Oh, okay. Or vice versa. So that really seems to be the only thing I've noticed, and I've even commented on myself, is there are elements of Strange versus Fate that I like, but I feel like animation-wise and character-wise, I'm more into this one.
Yeah, that's fair. I will say, I mean, I guess I could just get this off because it encompasses the entire thing. The only problem Alright. The only the only problem I really have with it, like overall, is it feels really short. That it's not like exact. I know it's not. It just feels a lot shorter than it is, which is a tad disappointing.
Yeah, like it goes by at a very fast pace.
Yeah, like which kind of sucks. But I mean, not saying like they didn't. I mean, they kind of. But like, I don't know. It just feels like a lot. Like it goes a lot. It just feels a lot shorter than it actually is, even though they do a lot with what they do. They do a lot with what they do, cram into it. But yeah, so
yeah,
that's like my main thing with this fight, because like I did enjoy it overall. It's just that like it kind of left me wanting a little more. If that makes sense.
No, yeah, I think that makes much more sense.
Okay, so you guys were frozen for me for like a minute there. What did I miss?
Basically, we're just saying that the other legitimate complaint is this fight went by too fast.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So. Actually, okay. So real quick question. This is completely off topic. I just need to know. When things freeze up on my end, do I just freeze for you guys, or do I just sit there awkwardly, just twiddling my thumbs?
You froze for a second, and then you left the call, and then you rejoined, and then everything was fine.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So.
Because every time it happens to me, I'm like, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, you guys are frozen for me. Just keep talking.
Okay. And we did. So.
Cool.
All right. But yeah, going back to it. Like,
all right, cool. I mean, yeah, I can kind of agree that the fight seems a little short, but like. They do a lot with it, so
yeah. So
like, I feel like it kind of makes up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the thing that went on just a little too long, which was actually the best part, was the magic card trick where you see Superman fighting the Hulk.
Yeah, I love that so much.
Justice League, but with Pokemon cards.
Yeah, and spells. I feel like maybe you could have cut that down by just. What's up?
They're not Pokemon cards.
They're Death
cards.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Those are referenced.
I never would have noticed.
No, me neither.
Yeah, nice touch.
But yeah, no, I feel like that probably would have helped the problem. The pacing problem is if you just cut down that whole segment and just have it be Hulk versus Superman and not add in the other characters, then maybe something.
Well, Thor does get his revenge.
Thor does get his revenge.
Well, I'm happy for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, oh my god, everything else after that, I feel like it picks up. Like, especially when they go into the different universe, they go into to the multiverse, and you see the universes and just everything.
They don't just go into the multiverse; they go outside of the universe.
Yeah. Which is
they're just in a void.
It's a void. Yes.
Where Zatanna just juggles universes.
Yes, I love that.
I love that.
Yes.
So fun.
Yes, and
oh my god.
And oh my god, and even the end death is very good. Although it was confusing to people, so that's why I watched the boards, the storyboards for this, because I don't have to have a membership to watch the boards. But what actually happens is Zatanna actually takes away Scarlet Witch's powers, and that's how she gets in the box. Yeah, so that's what the whole no more witches thing is. She's taking away her powers, and then she gets sawed in half.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yes.
One thing I do want to mention is that this is probably one of the most expressive fights we've had in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the expressions on their faces pretty much the entire time.
Yeah.
Was very charming. I like it. Although on the topic of charming, can we talk about how, like, amazing Zatanna is?
She's literally the best part of this fight. Like, it lives up to everything I remember Zatanna being.
Like, I mean, I was rooting for Wanda, and no amount of, like, universe crushing or bunny murdering was gonna change my mind. But
Well, for me it was.
throughout watching the fight, I'm like, okay. So okay, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna say I actually view this as a tiny double-edged sword. Because on one hand, Zatanna is absolutely amazing and I love her.
Yes.
But on the other hand, I feel like they kind of made Wanda feel like the bad guy.
I mean,
when like she's not. I mean, she's
not entirely.
I mean,
but
she's like she's physically, she's mentally insane. She's traumatic. She's traumatic. But I don't know. They almost kind of made it seem like she was a villain, which she's not.
I mean, she did start off as a villain, as they did say, but then she kind of.
Okay, yeah,
But you know, I see where you're coming from, and I just feel like maybe that's kind of how they wanted it to be. Like, because again, even in the comics, and she doesn't act that heroic. She does toe that line between being a hero, but at the same time, she's dealing with her mental instability.
And like every single bad thing going wrong in her life.
Exactly. Yeah. So
you can't, like, say what you will about her, but you can't blame her for the events that she caused.
Well, I mean, in the comics,
like,
yes.
But I mean, like, it's not her fault. She just wanted to rest. She just wanted to like lay down and have a family. And then she gets that, and then Mephisto comes in, being the devil, and literally like erasing her kids from existence.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I kind of get what
I don't mind it. Again, I do agree that maybe she could have had more heroic moments instead of starting off kind of like a villain. But then again, you know, it's not like someone like Batgirl where she's, you know, like a huge fucking bitch. Here, Wanda kind of as I said, she flip-flops. She can be somewhat heroic, but then again, if she gets upset or her I can't talk. Her mental state is...
Words are hard.
Yeah. If her mental state is somewhat compromised, she does lose her temper, and she does have those villainous traits. But, yeah, no, I can't say that this made Zatanna look not only way more popular, but it also made her look like the hero of the story.
Yeah. I mean, their contrast also makes sense. It's like, you know, Wanda's a witch and Zatanna's a
performer,
magician. Performer. I do like how she treats the entire thing as a performance.
Yes.
Like, even when she's being chained up and getting slammed up against walls, she's like, "It's okay.
All good, folks.
All good."
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Wanda was somewhat holding back with Zatanna.
She absolutely was.
But then once she realizes, okay, she can actually put up a fight, that's when she stopped. She took the kid gloves off. So there is that. There is somewhat of a limelight. She didn't just immediately start going all out against her. Because, again, she just thought, oh, she's just a David Blaine, Chris Angel wannabe, you know. So, at least you get something. But that's actually that's a great transition over to the voice acting.
Yes. Okay, how on earth do I pronounce Wanda's voice actor's name? So it's Cassandra, I know that.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, we'll just go with that. Cassandra.
It's Cassandra.
I actually think she's underrated, honestly.
I would say yes. Like, I have seen I've seen some people actually mention her, especially when she goes into that No More Mutant scream, like, she blows up the universe. Everybody whose reviews and reactions I've watched, they were like, holy shit, this is good.
Yeah.
And she bless her heart.
She 100% blew her throat out.
Yes, bless her heart. To me, I think she was equal to to Lauren Mayfield as Zatanna. I think she did a wonderful job, and just showing her mental state come undone and having enough of it. I feel like, okay, that to me was the highlight performance. Because again, it's like it's not easy, and again, we did say, you did say that, yeah, she did blow out her own throat, so I can tell that she really took this seriously, and she had a lot of respect and fun with the character. So that is, and I loved that she. Also, side note, I love that she added the accent and that she didn't drop it.
Mm-hmm.
Because Wanda is inconsistent. Sometimes she has an accent, sometimes she doesn't have an accent.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been fine either way, to be honest. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But and then Lauren, she makes Zatanna more charming than she already is.
Yes.
Yeah. Really.
Like all of her line deliveries are just like, you were just like, I don't know how to describe it. She's just like, I don't know. I mean,
she's plucky. She's very charming. She's energetic. Like, holy frig! Like, there's something endearing about her that draws you in. I think that's the word you're looking for. Is endearing.
I think that's it. Yeah, endearing. So yeah, and that little like giggle she does at the end of the fight, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, and again, it's like, god dang, man, I could just watch if there was a deleted scene that actually showed Zatanna's opening act and her going through her show as she starts. Yeah, I would watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like. It is. It's like oh man, like they couldn't have picked someone more better to do this character.
Oh, this was perfect.
Yeah. She did, and also side note, I forgot to. I can now mention this. Another one of Dick Grayson's ex-girlfriends gets a win. Huzzah!
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually didn't know that they were in a relationship. All right, cool.
They were at one point, yeah.
I mean, Bat Family gets hooked up with freaking everybody, so, like, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he's Nightwing.
I was just talking about the Bat Family in general.
Okay, fair.
Batman himself gets hooked up with, like Wonder Woman and,
Talia,
Catwoman.
yeah.
It was Batgirl at one point, nobody liked that.
Talk about that.
Also, Megamind.
Yes, Megamind. We get a Megamind reference.
You'll love to
is that foreshadowing?
I hope it's foreshadowing.
So actually, okay.
I think not.
So real quick, the actual when Liam was writing it, because Liam wrote this episode, he didn't intend for that. That was actually unintentional when he was writing it, but then as he wrote it, he was like, wait, I've heard this somewhere.
Wait a second.
And then I think the animators and the Viz Post guys were just like, we're just gonna roll with it.
Yeah.
Cause like, okay, I could buy like, it was unintentional when writing it, but when animating it and we get this like blue like effect in the back, I'm like, okay.
There's no way that was intentional.
What?
That was 100%
Come on.
Yeah, no, it is. It's the only thing, but then there's only one thing about this whole episode that I don't like, and I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it. It's the fight track.
Music. Yeah.
I'm not into it.
I need a little bit more. So, and I don't really have much of an excuse. But like, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's bad.
It's not bad. It's just
it's serviceable.
Yeah, it's serviceable. It does its job.
Yeah.
I like the leitmotif of A Strange Fate. That was neat.
Yeah,
Cool.
which also coincidentally, before this fight came out, Brandon did release a remaster of A Strange Fate.
Oh yeah, that was random.
Yeah, so re-listening to that also didn't help this track any much better. So
Really?
no, I mean there was one segment I liked, and that's pretty much it was pretty much the ending, you know. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's like, it reminded me. I don't know if it's just me. I hate to go back to Lex versus Doom, but
I was about to ask you, so it does remind me a lot of Apex of Doom. Where
yeah.
it works in the fight track. It's just on its own. It just yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna have to disagree slightly. I mean, I get it. I 100% get it. But, I'm gonna. I mean, I will agree that it's like both share the idea of like it's probably the weakest part of the episode.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the soundtrack, which is still pretty good, is the weakest part of the episode, then I mean,
that's good for the rest of everything else.
What can you complain about, really?
Yes. So yeah, for our first sprite fight of season 9, this was great. There were some janky moments with the animation that, especially the opening, that kind of caught me off guard. And then the lighting was weird. Yeah, it was. I really feel like they could have done that a lot better. And then again, the end death was very confusing because a lot of people were just wondering what did Zatanna just do? So I feel like they maybe should have been more clear with that.
I will say I do like the reference to the classic, lady in the box.
Yes.
Magic trick.
It had to be
that. I like the reference a lot.
Yes, they had to do that.
Also, I don't know if we talked about this, and if we did, you guys probably mentioned it while you were frozen in not ice. But the hand-drawn shots in this are freaking glorious.
No, yes, we didn't. No, those are like my favorite. Yeah. My favorite is where you see the stage transform into Scarlet Witch's crown.
Yes, that was so good.
I love that so much.
And then even the end, the end hand-drawn sequence where you pan out from Zatanna's face, it creeped me.
Smile.
It creeped me out. But I grew to love it, and I like how that shot is hand-drawn, and it kind of zooms out. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it looks really good. Claps to whoever did that.
Yeah, I also like Zatanna's movement during that. I don't know.
Yeah, like you start off with her face, you see the grin, and then you see her taking a bow. It's like, oh wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Claps to that.
The season 9 hype train just keeps going.
Yes, and
we have two pretty solid episodes to kick things off, and
now it'd be nice if we could have a male-on-male combatant fight next. Oh wait.
Well, I have news for you.
Yeah, and plus one that brings in a new M&A series.
Yeah. M&A. The
more I hear about this next fight, the more I get excited for it. Oh,
me too. I
don't know.
Hey, so quick question for all of you: did you love Dio versus Alucard? Did you love how Liam popped off? Well,
chances are you probably did.
Yes. Well, you're getting it again. We're getting it again because now we have Jonathan Joestar, the one who started it all from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, versus Tatsuro. Tanjiro. Why did I say Tatsuro? Tanjiro, yes, from Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
We're getting a new anime. We're getting a new anime.
Yes. Oh man. Also, also for those of you, yes, I have started watching Demon Slayer. I've been taking the lazy approach because I don't have time to binge watch 26 episodes in less than 5 days. So get off my back.
I still need to see the movie. So
yeah, but I'm very excited for this episode now because I've made it my mission. whatever new franchise we get in this series, I want to get invested into it, and so that way it gets me more hyped for the episode. Because again, it's like that's the fun of Death Battle is
I'm gonna try to get more invested in these fights going forward. Obviously, like Marvel and DC is a little hard because there's like a crap ton of comics. But,
yeah.
I mean, hey, it did get me to watch. Zatanna did get me to watch WandaVision, so that's good.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
But
I wanted to. So that's neat.
This one.
We got Harley Jinx, got me to watch Arcane, and then this fight, Demon Slayer.
Yes.
I have currently seen season 1 of Demon Slayer, and that is it.
Okay.
Still haven't seen the movie. Still haven't seen season 2.
What?
So fun.
Yes.
Although I am completely caught up on JoJo, at least part 1. I'm not caught up on JoJo in general, because I still haven't seen part 5. But
yeah, but thankfully,
I know basically everything there is to know about Jonathan Joestar.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is good.
So, we do have a lot to go off of this fight.
And honestly, I'm happy for it.
Yes, it is going to be a sprite fight, obviously.
They need to be more open about these.
Yes.
They were dead, freaking silent on Wanda Zatanna, and it was.
I was gonna say.
I feel like that's just. I feel like whenever Liam is directing and writing the episode, he's the one who is. He's so excited about it that he's the one who gets to announce the voice cast, what it's gonna look like, and all that. But if it's just a regular fight,
to do it more often.
Yeah.
They need to get the hype up more, especially since their view count is dropping. Although that's probably YouTube algorithm that I don't even want to get into.
Yes, but
anyways, Tanjiro, Jonathan, discuss.
Yes, it is a sprite fight. It is going to be done by Luis, Zach, and there is another animator. I don't know his name. I have not been given his name, but it could be anybody. From what I've been told, it looks very good. The rest, it looks good.
I mean, the first image they posted.
They did post it still.
Yes.
It does look good.
Yes. And also, Luis actually posted this on his Twitter. This is going to be the first JoJo fight to do something that no other JoJo fight has done. We are actually going to get to see a color palette swap change, very much like part 1 of JoJo, whenever we would transition from day to night. Yeah.
Nice.
So the colors are going to really pop in this episode.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we also have voice actors announced.
Yeah.
So it is, forgive me if I pronounce either of these two names wrong. It's been a while since I've looked them up. Zach Maher as Tanjiro. And then Benji Buckley as Jonathan.
I'm gonna double.
So I don't know much about them outside of this. I know Zach is in Epitheta Race.
Yeah, he voices Sylvie, aka Toss Her Beef Kick. So that's cool.
Nice.
It'll make more sense if you watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he does do good work as Sylvie, so I am excited to see.
Okay.
What he brings to
I actually did take a listen to both of their demo reels, their animation reels, and I can't comment much on Zach. I actually don't want to say like, oh, this guy is a terrible cast because I haven't heard him as Tanjiro.
No,
but I actually, and this is gonna sound surprising because you guys know how I am about characters voiced by Johnny Young Bosch.
Yes.
I think Benji might actually have what it takes.
Ooh,
That's
nice. Yes, I did not know that Johnny Unbossed voiced, Jonathan, because holy shit, he was being very subtle in his performance. I heard bits of Ichigo in there, but he did a really good job capturing the gentleman, that Jonathan is, so I have faith that Benji could do it, and I'm very excited. Zach voicing Zach's character, haha, you get it? Cause, Because Zach Aguilar, who is the dub voice for Genos in One Punch Man, voices Tanjiro in Demon Slayer.
Yep.
So.
Weirdly enough, he's also, I know I've mentioned this on another podcast, but Zach Aguilar is also the voice of Koichi from JoJo Part 4. And I kid you not, they have the exact same voice.
Oh my god.
Like,
that's crazy.
Literally the exact same, like watch bits of JoJo Part 4 with Koichi in it, and you'll know.
Okay. So yeah. And also, how could I forget? Theirwolf Media is coming back to do the track for this episode.
Hey.
And I'm expecting some great things. These guys have proven... I mean, they gave us Bizarre Stars, which kicked off their musical death battle career into 11. So I'm real... And I have listened to the Part 1 opening of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure multiple times. So I know what it sounds like, and I have heard the opening of Demon Slayer, so I'm really hoping they do a good job of encapsulating both of those themes into this track.
Yeah. They also, so this is gonna be interesting. So Luis said in the exact same tweet that he mentioned the color palette. But this is a very this fight is apparently an emotional roller coaster.
Oh boy.
And so that's very interesting because if you look at the still that.
You see Nezuko.
Nezuko is making an appearance.
She's not being voiced by anybody because she wears a mouthpiece, so
well, I mean,
you can't really have any.
Well, I mean, there's like grunts you can make.
Yeah, but that could just be anybody. But yeah, no. Go on.
But so
we're probably gonna get another Tommy versus. We're gonna get another Tommy versus Zex, aren't we?
I'm concerned.
Oh god.
I'm concerned for Nezuko. By the way, bit of a side note. So those like, if you haven't watched Demon Slayer, you're probably gonna want to watch it for Nezuko because she is adorable.
Yes, I can confirm. Yes, she's very fucking adorable. like you look up gifs of Nezuko, they make you want to watch the show. Like she's worth it, in my opinion. She's also precious. So yes.
Yeah.
So this episode is shaping up to be quite an epic one. It looks like it is gonna be now. Is it gonna be better than Dio versus Alucard? Probably not. I don't think so.
We'll see.
Just my opinion, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm happy to be wrong on that. But now we gotta go in.
I mean, we would hope. I would hope we're wrong.
I mean, if it can be better than Jotaro versus Kenshiro, then I'm happy with that at least because I feel like that fight has somewhat dated just a little bit.
I feel like that one still we saw is better than Joestar versus Kenshiro.
It's true. Again, not to diss on that fight. It's just.
I don't know what happened to that. It's not even that bad, but like.
Yeah, it's a product of the time.
Kinda rough.
Yeah. Okay, so.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, now we get into who are we going with? Who's gonna win?
I feel like this is easy.
Yeah.
I know. Like for Wanda versus Zatanna, we were like, who on earth is winning this? But for this one, it's like, yeah.
And
you guys are frozen, so I'm just gonna keep talking.
Okay. We are frozen.
Joestar is going to win this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna like count Tanjiro out entirely because there could be an upset, but like I am decently confident going with Jonathan.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm more biased towards Jonathan than I am Tanjiro. It's not that I don't like Tanjiro. I really like Tanjiro. Like, I love him and his sister's story that they're going through. It's very good. It's just, okay, in terms of who's a combatant, I feel like, yeah, I gotta lean more towards Jonathan. But, I was told that this isn't that big of a stomp for Jonathan. Like, this may be somewhat close, because there are some advantages that Tanjiro does have. Okay, we lost Brobuscus.
I can still see him.
Yeah, I could still see him and hear him, but we lost him. Okay, now he froze. Now he left.
Wow. This is gonna be fun editing. Oh, whatever.
It's only happened twice. Okay.
It's only happened twice. It couldn't be that bad.
Yeah, it's better than in the previous recording.
I'm back.
Yeah, we see you. We hear you.
Alright, awesome.
Okay, we both said we're going for Jonathan.
I'm going to smash my freaking router when this is over.
Well, it's almost done, but yeah, me and ZDogg, we too are Team Jonathan Joestar.
Yeah. So easy.
Yes, but I did mention. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's easy. It's pretty clear to me that Jonathan wins.
I mean, yeah, no, okay, in terms of, but Jonathan wins ever so slightly, because again, there are some advantages that Tanjiro has. He is more experienced, he is a more experienced swordsman. I mean, he spent 2 years training, to be a demon slayer.
Yeah, whereas, I mean, Jonathan was a good fighter before all the stuff that happened, but,
yeah, but it's clear.
And he was a swordsman for like a day.
Yeah, no, it's.
I mean, to be fair, he does really good for the day he had, but.
Yeah, but it's not his best skill set. It's more. He is more of a close range fighter, whereas with Tanjiro, he's a long range fighter. So that make that and attack potency goes to.
Tanjiro might be stronger.
Yes.
It's more powerful.
The only thing that's stopping Tanjiro from winning this is the speed factor, because holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like.
Yeah, JoJo is a fast verse, a very fast verse.
He is comparable to not only Dio, but he's also comparable to one of the most strongest stands out there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, to give Tanjiro some credit, there are some pretty good lightning timing feats in Demon Slayer. Like, there's some good, like, triple-digit Mach stuff, which is kind of neat. And then you play Jonathan the Joker, who does natural sunlight.
Yeah.
And you not only add that, but I think he can compare to Dio, because he fought Dio and beat him, and so, and also too, to add on to the fact that when Dio got a hold of Jonathan's body, he was essentially doing stuff that was on his body, so it would be kind of. You can't say that, oh, you can't count that, because, again, Dio is using his brother's body, so there's no reason to assume that had he not been using his body...
Plus, too, the body was rejecting Dio, so it was weak.
Exactly.
So, honestly, I think, like, the only thing that could possibly not apply is speed, because that's Dio's brain reacting to it.
Yeah, exactly.
At the same time... I don't know.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. But if you do by the speed scaling, then Dio is faster than Silver Chariot. So.
Yeah, and again, it's like Jonathan has to be up. Can at least be somewhat up there. So even if it's just a fraction, he's still much faster than poor Tanjiro. So.
Oh my gosh! And even like Tanjiro's strength advantage and power advantage, it's good, but it's
not everything.
Light.
No, like okay, if the speed factor wasn't an advantage here, I think everybody believes that Tanjiro would be able to kill and put Jonathan down. Because, again, Jonathan's biggest weakness is his throat. He needs his throat, he needs air in order to perform Hamon. And the other... And again, it's like, if he were to be put underwater, or if Tanjiro were to just slice his throat, like Dio would eventually do in their final confrontation on his honeymoon, then he's dead. He's got nothing.
Yeah.
But since Jonathan is super fast, he's not going to be able to land that killing blow he needs.
Exactly.
I mean, plus two, Jonathan is also more than capable of interfering with Tanjiro's breathing as well.
It's true.
Jonathan's not the only one in this fight that requires breathing.
No. All of Tanjiro's attacks require him to have perfect breathing control. And you know, again, but that is true. Jonathan is more likely to figure out and take advantage of Tanjiro's breathing weakness than Tanjiro is Jonathan.
Yeah. And he's also more likely to act on it because he's that much faster.
Exactly, yes. I did argue... Go ahead.
And then actually talking about Hamon, yeah, I don't remember every detail, but that stuff can, like, mess with internal organs.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
So... Jonathan doesn't even have to, like, and it's not like a Jotaro thing where he just reaches in there and pulls it out, because that still requires you to be stronger to do that. No, Jonathan can like, I don't know if he's done it, but Joseph has. And the two should be comparable as far as, like, Hamon training. Yeah, he's, like, messed with organs, he's healed wounds, he's, I think, I don't know, it's been a while, but I've heard this argument all the time. That basically Jonathan just needs to get Hamon into Tanjiro's body, shut down one of his internal organs, and then there you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and with how much of a speed advantage he's got, yeah.
Yeah. It's sad to say, but poor little Tanjiro is not going to make it out of this one.
So Tanjiro's sword might be a good Hamon conductor. Because Luck and Pluck is.
Yeah.
He can like conduct Hamon through his sword, so
there's no
probably the same for Jonathan.
And I'm pretty
for Tanjiro, sorry.
Yeah, and they do say that the Demon Slayer sword, it's made out of a special rock that has something to do with the sun. So there is no reason to assume that he couldn't do that. But God, now that's again, it's sad because I like Tanjiro, but it's like, sorry.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, hey, at least JoJo is getting another win.
True.
Yeah, that's good to see. So.
Yeah.
Sucks for Demon Slayer though, because I can't think of many fights right now where they win.
I'm sorry.
I mean, Nezuko's opponent is Alphonse from Full Metal, and that guy freaking punched her into space.
Yeah, trying to think, because I know Mirio. I've heard Mirio beat Goku.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure about Inosuke's matchups though. So maybe,
yeah. Doesn't help too that the manga for Demon Slayer ended years ago, so it's not like they can just get a power boost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna suck for anime onlys though.
Yeah.
Yeah. The anime hasn't caught up yet.
Nope.
Have we even finished season 2? I don't know. I forgot.
No, I'm still on season 1.
Yeah, this episode's gonna suck for anime onlys. Oh well.
Yeah. But you know, hey, at least it'll be a good episode, and it'll be our first anime on anime fight, and I'm really hoping that it can be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have high hopes for it, just based on everything we just talked about. So here's hoping.
But,
Also, too, I forgot to mention the researchers. Since I'm not doing my research cards right now,
yes.
for obvious reasons. So Jonathan's being researched by Lousy, which makes sense because he did Dio.
Yeah.
And then Tanjiro's being researched by Nocturne, Felicia.
Nice.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then Liam is writing and directing it again. So after the last Wombo combo of his from writing and directing, I think we're in good hands.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
And I'm happy that this episode is only 5 days away.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that means
We fell behind, so
yeah. So
sorry. Anyway.
No, that's the best part about catching up. Is like, okay, we don't have to wait too long, and the sneak peek.
Yeah, you don't have to wait as long.
The sneak peek will be out tomorrow.
It comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm so excited.
Yes, me too. Again, I can't wait to see it. I know it's gonna be. Again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but I know this is gonna be great. I know Luis, Zach, this other guy, are gonna kill it in the animation department. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's basically it.
We are now all caught up, and we have made it through 50 episodes.
Woohoo!
So weird for me to think about.
I know.
I started this as like a little friend thing, because the two guys I did it with before are real life friends of mine.
Yeah.
So it's like, and we're all at least casual fans of Death Battle, so like, it was like, why not, you know?
Yeah.
I'd never thought it would spiral to this.
Me neither. I never thought that I'd be a host here, and this would be my new permanent home for all things Death Battle related stuff. I used to think it would always be Nerdbender, but here I am.
Yeah, and just weird to think, just that one guest appearance I made on the show all the way.
That one Discord DM, my god.
Hi. You don't know me, but I know you. I want to play a game. But no, just weird just outbreak. Sorry. It's weird that it would just.
I apologize to anyone watching this who has motion sickness.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It would just lead to this, just doing this for over 50 episodes in 6 years, 5 years?
Yeah, I've only been a part of this for 2 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
That said, don't go back to those early episodes, because holy crap, they're bad.
Yeah, no. We made it through 50, and we're gonna keep going till we get to 100.
Oh god.
Oh god. Yeah. But no, it's been fun. I know I probably said this last year, but our last two episodes, and no, it's just been really fun just to have an outlet to talk about this with you guys. And how far. So
absolutely,
it's led to a lot of fun moments here, and hopefully here's to a lot of more fun moments. Hopefully with more people, and yeah,
absolutely.
So. So let us know in the comments, what do you think of this?
Yeah, would you like to see more of our faces, or do you just want us to can it?
We should put up a poll. You should put up a poll, Brobuscus.
Probably should, you're right.
Do
that when this episode drops.
Yeah.
But because not to be honest, because before we started this, I thought the one we did before was just gonna get uploaded late. and then we do this.
No, sorry.
No, you're fine. But I was thinking, like, should we even, because at the time we were going to record this, the last one hasn't come out yet. And I told them there to leave their thoughts about the space cam thing. So, like, are we just going to not do it just to be safe? Or, and turns out, you don't even need to worry about that.
Nah, we're all good.
Yep.
So yeah, let us know. And if you don't want us to continue this anymore, that's totally fine. In fact, it might be easier.
Yeah.
It might be easier. We just wanted to do it this time because special number. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh gosh, this is going to be a long time away, but I just thought of something we could. No, that'd be way too impossible. Gosh. For episode 100, we just do it live, like all of us in the same room. So
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That would be
I've
a
actually
dream.
thought about, like, dude, I would actually be so down to, like, meet you guys at, like, a convention or something.
Yeah.
yes.
Like, I've thought about, like, I'm probably not gonna go to RTX this year because it's far too late for me. But
Yeah.
and I'm already taking like 2 vacations already, and I think work would actually kill me if I decided to take another one.
Fair.
But I was thinking, like, dude, what if I just bought me, ZDogg, and Richard tickets to RTX?
Oh man, gosh.
Yeah.
I'd be down, but
Yeah. No.
God. We'll
I mean,
see.
the problem is I don't know where you guys live, so like
I mean,
I
I live in Texas. I live like an hour away. I could get to Austin in like a couple of hours. So
You're the big one, clearly.
yeah.
Alright, let's
Yeah,
stop
but
there before
I was gonna say
all
let's
get
not
doxxed.
accidentally talk to ourselves on recording.
Okay.
Hydration. Anyway.
So we should wrap up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should.
Should.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching our shenanigans.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, if you enjoyed the previous 2 episodes, I don't know. Why am I doing that?
I don't know.
I'm doing it because no one else would. If you enjoyed the previous 2 episodes, yay! Let us know what you think about Tanjiro or Jonathan, who you think is going to win. And yeah, let us know if you want to see our faces more, if you wanted to cover it up. I don't have it there. If you wanted to cover no.
Yes.
You can.
I'm not here. You can't see me.
You can't see my
I'm
eyes.
invisible.
Mm-hmm.
I am invisible. I camouflage. Alright.
So, like red versus blue.
Mm-hmm.
They can't see me. I can't see them.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye. Thanks for watching. It's